I understand. Would you be able to find some clothes, perhaps, if I told you that size with us? Why did he just use my name? I can't stand this bitch. Pokemon Academy Life Friday. Welcome back to Pokemon Academy Life Friday, guys. Last episode, we actually got into where we got caught. We actually got caught up, but it's gonna be a little weird. Gardenia, Brendan, and all that stuff. I don't know what I'm doing. What is this? Dude, we caught up, which you guys will see this week. The catch up with Professor Oak, the exams, and all that stuff. I mean, you'll see all of that in this episode, the next episode that's gonna air. It's so weird because I'm talking about the future, but I am the future. Whoa, that's intense. Without further ado, let's dive in. Melody, you have a question? Oh shit, everybody's already upset. It don't take much. Wow, rude. In your own words, what's the point of these tests that asked us to get out of situations we'll never realistically be in? Does it seem like that to y'all? I mean, I don't know. I gotta turn the volume down for me. Holy shit, that shit's loud. Do y'all see that? Like, I don't know, but do you think that the exam will be in any of like the future stuff? I mean, I don't know. Maybe there will be some situations where this stuff will be knowledgeable, but I don't know when and I don't know if, but you never know. Like, wouldn't our time be better spent memorizing the types and stats of Pokemon? Ones we'll actually battle? Wait, that's actually a good question. Hey, I said the same thing. I said it was an actually good question right there, saying that. That's a very insightful question, Melody. I can give you two answers. The first is that this is quite simply what the school has done for centuries, to great effect. Really? Hope your second answer is better than that one. The second answer is that the curriculum needs to change with the reality of being a trainer nowadays. Any of y'all trainers nowadays, do they do any of that shit? Like, I haven't been really in the Pokemon championships and all the tournaments and joint, but do they really do all that? In my youth, memorization was a valid strategy and a way to secure victory. In the modern era, every trainer is carrying around a Pokédex. There is little to no point in memorizing something at only a second or two from being read to you digitally. As such, it makes sense for Kobo contests to train your ability to strategize, think creatively, and utilize the information that you no longer need to memorize. Admittedly, it is unlikely you will ever be in a situation where Synchronoise is the only way you can possibly win a battle. But it is very possible you will be in a situation where an unlikely move used at an unlikely time can propel you to unlikely heights. The neural pathways these tests forge and reinforce will help then. Oh, I see. Professor Oak is spitting bars at us, guys. So there might not be a point where we need to use Synchronoise, but even so, it builds your brain matter so you could come up with strategies in case something similar happens. Man. And here I thought these tests were full of shit. Melody, was that the answer to your satisfaction? I'm still here with my uniform on and my phone's in my pocket. Read between the lines. Become a teacher, I thought. It's easy, I thought. Kobocon's the perfect place to test my theories, I thought. Right, class dismissed. Well done on the exam, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. So what would have happened if we didn't? Okay. I mean, I guess he normally says the shit like, oh, well, according to my glance, so many of you did good, etc., etc. But he didn't do it that time. Okay. But good news is that we get to play some catch up. I know there was some people we need to level with. Oh, did I already do them all? I don't even remember, guys. Okay, we got B or freaking Janine. I think I'm about to do B. Pause. I mean, if she wants it like that. Janine is a very special cat. I want to probably do that at some point too, but we might be able to do both. It's the evening on Monday, so I think we really only have time for one, and then the following day we probably could do hers. So let's see what B got going on. She's gonna kick me in my nuts. So that brings us to next week. Based on your schedule, if you get up at 7:15 every morning, you should have enough time to get a workout in before your first class. Showers included, of course. You're doing well in your fighting elective, but it looks like your rock elective is slacking a little bit. I know they're not the most fun things to attend, but Instructor Olivia's office hours are probably your best bet for patching up those weak spots. She may be depressing, but she really knows rock types. You were worried at first that B might react negatively to the reveal of your friend energy. You shouldn't have worried. She has almost immediately dismissed it, expressing her sympathy for what you have gone through. After your first talk with B, you took Janine's words to heart and vowed that you would become B's planner. As a result, whenever you had a free moment, you've been going over B's schedule, doing your best to help her make plans. This has proven to be surprisingly difficult. It's not that B lacks the discipline to follow the plans. Not even close. Nor is she in any way unappreciative. Rather, her gestures of gratitude have gotten more and more embarrassingly grandiose. Grandiose. Is it Dios? For your aid, I swear a debt that I shall carry with my life. B, this is the third life debt you sworn this week. And it's only Monday. I would not have you think I am not incredibly grateful for your companionship and your kindness. She says that, but she's still as stony-faced as ever. I will follow the schedule to the letter. Goodbye. Hey, B. You might find it a bit hard to follow this plan, considering that I'm still holding it. Oh, apologies. I was distracted. That's not like you. Want to talk about it? Yes, but first, let us find a more private place to talk. This classroom is completely empty. Oh, so it is. This will do then. B fidgets for a while, standing up and sitting down on various desks as though she couldn't find a place to get comfortable. Privately, you think it's somewhat hypnotic. Eventually, though, she comes to a stop exactly where she started dithering from. It's Nate. Huh? What about Nate? Does this have anything to do with the conversation we had in the warehouse? B and H have given me leads towards a certain someone that I've been hunting for a while. He did mention that he thought B might have a clue towards someone he's been trying to track. Well, what is it? I think I have become fond of him, and I would like to know how to demonstrate that. Fond? Hold up! That's great, but I'm not gonna write a love letter for you. That was a joke. Well, they say it's all in the delivery. This is the part where I jovially punch you in the shoulder. Given that I would rather not shatter your arm, I will simply state my intent to do so in lieu of execution. I appreciate that. After that one time I managed to grab you during training, I don't think I managed to land a hand on you unless you let me to get a better grip on me. I have to thank you for that. You have been an invaluable practice partner. I feel like I've been about as valuable as a bag of potatoes would be when it comes to training, but you attempt to steer the conversation back in its original direction. You know all too well that B gets distracted very easily from the topics of conversation, and once the thread is lost, it takes a long time to get it back. But seriously, what is it about Nate? This is a difficult thing for me to say. It is difficult even for me to think of. Nate has informed me that my attacker was imprisoned. Huh? That's great news, right? Perhaps. Certainly seeing the perpetrator of my family's grief punished could bring closure, but I am undecided. Well, tell me, what happened? What did Nate say? After I told you the story of my past, I felt more comfortable divulging these painful memories. When Hilbert was having a bad day, in an attempt to empathize with him, I shared my own story. I think he did not feel any better. Nevertheless, something about my recounted piqued Nate's interest. He said he had a friend who had access to police records. After cross-referencing the details of my story with a friend's records, he thinks that the person that attacked me was arrested, still in Galler even. He never left? That man, that beast, thought he had gotten away with it, or so it seems. In a way, he had. Years passed without justice or retribution. While we were hurt, his feet trod Galarian soil uninhibited, unregretful. He was eventually arrested in Holberry, not for what he did to me or to my brother, but for violations of the Galarian Invasive Species Act. He'd brought a non-native Galarian Pokemon. He was a foreigner. For this crime, he was brought to justice, but nothing else. I guess he just got a slap on the wrist then. No. Galar metes out serious punishments for that sort of wrongdoing. Unless there are extenuating circumstances I'm not yet aware of, he should still be imprisoned. What? Okay, he's a complete scumbag who deserves to rot, obviously, but years in prison for violating of a wildlife ordinance? Galar staked its cultural identity on that law. Enforcement is necessary, and there's certainly no way he would have gotten into the region with foreign Pokemon, unless he snuck in. Do you think he snuck in to find victims? I don't know, but the thought makes me sick. Yes, I'll never be able to forget what he did, nor do I seek the strength to forgive.
But I seek to move on, and I'm uncertain if visiting this man, looking in his eye for the first time, truly would help me or chain me to him again. Should I bring my case before the courts with no evidence except 2 children testifying to a years-old crime? I'm tempted for the first time in my life to not add something to the plan. The risks seem too great, the gains too marginal, the chance of everything becoming worse, non-zero.
Well, it's up to you, of course.
What would you advise? If there was someone you hated, obviously, obsessively, someone who came closer than anyone else to ruining your life.
I'm dorming with him.
That may be going a little far.
Wasn't exactly my choice.
Sensei Marshall says one instincts are a fighter's greatest weapon and guide. And my instincts tell me that this man is a danger who can only serve to hurt me further if I let him, even a little bit, into my life.
Good advice.
But Sensei Marshall also says that the strongest fighters are those who can crush the instinct to flinch from danger and face it head on. Fighters who have inner focus to avoid flinching when a fist comes their way and the presence of mind to strike back faster. Perhaps that is what I should be doing now. But then, which path should I take? I do not want to be hurt again. I see no advantage of facing this monster once more. But I also can't help but feel the shame of leaving this business unsorted. Maybe even more caustic, a mark on my life. Cruel fate that pushes me between some sort of hard object.
A rock in a hard place.
That works. No, I will not let this corrupt disembodiment of a man assail me any longer. Not in mind, nor in soul. Body. Body and soul. I mean, it's the same concept. I shall forget him entirely and focus on my brother, who still needs my strength.
That's a great idea.
And in focusing on my brother, I need to ensure this world is kept safe from monsters like the one who attacked us. I will return to Galar and see him justly punished.
Okay.
Though on second thought, is the best justice not living well? I will grant him no satisfaction. If he does not remember me, I shall not grant him the courtesy of being remembered. I stay here.
Right.
But perhaps there is a way to see justice done, and not grant him the courtesy of an audience with me. If I were to operate under an intermediary, someone who was willing to testify on the behalf of my brother and I.
B, you're spiraling.
Oh, so I am. Perhaps this news is still too fresh for me to come to a solid conclusion. Perhaps I have been relying on you too much as of late. Sharon did warn of such things.
Hey, don't worry about that. You can rely on me, all right? As much as we need. We're teammates.
Perhaps, though I feel different about you than I do about most teammates. Sonia, Ethan, Erica, they're worthy teammates, certainly, but you sparked something different in me, something I cannot easily name.
What, got a bit of a crush?
I think so, yes.
Oh!
You seem surprised.
I honestly wasn't expecting you to be so, I don't know, forward.
Perhaps it is only the lack of consequence to my words that allows me to be so free with them. Crush or not, I must put this issue of my attacker to rest before any sorts of dalliance with anyone I may or may not hypothetically fancy.
On the one hand, bummer. On the second hand, good job at prioritizing.
Thank you. It is a skill I've been practicing. It is only your influence that allows me to do so.
Nice. Hosted by my own petard, huh?
Well, let's discuss this. I will not wish to dither on this topic any longer. Will I go and seek justice? Will I stay and seek peace? It is decided now, in this classroom. We have only our words to carve our futures, but it shall be carved nonetheless. Sai, senpai, let us debate.
Alright. You and B talk for a very, very long time about the pros and cons of either going or staying. The conversation swings back and forth and back and forth, as you attempt to gently guide B into a conclusion that is truly her own. And finally you do, as she proudly declares, I will not go. What? But you just said you would. Wasn't that what we're arguing towards for the past half hour?
It may have been, but I am now confident that this is not going in the correct course. Not going is the correct course of action.
All right.
As long as you're satisfied. I am. So now that that's been dealt with...
Wait!
Oh shit, Nate, hello.
Nate bursts into the room panting. Ugh. Ugh.
Nate, is something wrong?
The information I gave you, it's outdated.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Outdated how? The guy isn't in Galler anymore.
You're sure?
Yeah, he was transferred to the maximum security Lakusa Correctional Facility a few months back, pending further sentencing for crimes committed on Univen soil years previously.
Bugger.
Yeah, sorry, my contact only just updated me.
But you said you weren't even going to try and see him, right, B? That is the conclusion I came to when I had the choice to present it in front of me equally. Yes, but now the crime circumstances have changed. I do not like the idea of this depraved beast facing justice in another country's jurisdiction when his worst crime was doubtlessly committed on Galarian soil. Nate just looked away. There's no way he disagrees, right?
Well, if it's any consolation, Lacunosa tends to be pretty draconian in their sentencing laws. I mean, legends say that they kept a big icy dragon locked up just outside their walls for centuries, so they can keep one man in there and make sure he's not happy, you know?
This is not a consolation. I'm sorry, Nathaniel.
It's just Nate. Well, with you being a formal national, the severity of the crimes have been in prison for, and the fact it's a Lucusian penitentiary, it doesn't seem likely you'll be able to visit him.
Yes. I suppose I should consider my next move then.
You probably should, yeah.
I'll spare you the burden of helping me through the labyrinth of my mind.
It's not a burden. You're not a burden. Yeah, what that said. Don't talk about yourself like that, B.
I'm unsure. I find myself back at square one again when I thought I had the chance to make something of this atrocity. I prioritized my own peace of mind. And after all this, I still find myself no closer to providing any sort of strength or comfort to my brother. I must go.
B,
I think some separation of ourselves is needed. I have managed to accomplish nothing of my true goals in the time that you and I have allied in this fashion, Sai. You almost made me feel as though it's okay to be vulnerable. This is too sharp a reminder that such thing is not true and never will be. I have felt such comfort around you, I nearly forgot my pursuit of strength. It seems you breed a weakness in me. Please excuse me.
Bro, that's the level up?
Weakness? I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, this is what I fight for. Huh? It's not an abstract sense of peace. I fight for a world where B would never have to go through this. I fight for a world where kids in your neighborhood can go out late at night and play. I fight for a world where a child can go to a league challenged by herself and explore the entire region with nothing but her Pokemon. I hate my job sometimes, but I want to protect the bees out there way more.
Thank you, Nate.
Do you think I should go after her? Huh? What are you asking me for? You're better with people than I am, Des. I even got in a pretty big argument. Still haven't patched that up. Anyway, what do you think B wants right now?
You should talk to B later tonight in your dorm.
Hold up. I mean, first off, she said she was joking about that. Let's not make things awkward. She probably does need her space.
Yeah, let's give her some space. She's very straightforward. If she tells you she wants to be left alone, we can trust her words.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Here I am just trying to look through everyone's words as usual, when sometimes people just wear their hearts. I mean, it's true, she does. She's very straightforward. See ya. Wait. You thought that the murder of Bianca's father had something to do with the person who attacked B and her brother, right? It's a working theory, so you lied to B right now? It's the international police's policy not to inform anyone about something they don't have the power to change. Ignorance isn't strength, but it sure is peace. Poor B needs that more than anyone else right now. B wants peace. She's willing to buy it at the expense of others. Are you sure it's B's peace you're lying to keep? Please, don't tell her anything until I got a plan of action. I can't promise that, but I agree it might be best if we keep her from the planning part of the mission. Okay, guess it's the best I could get from you for now then. Keep in contact. Yeah, see you later.
Wow. So he lied. Okay, whatever. You make your way back to the dorm and are surprised when Blue nearly runs in you as soon as you open the door.
Finally, we've been waiting for ages. What did I miss?
What, did you forget about game night? I'll be honest, after that one time we played Pokemon Mystery Dungeons and Dragons as a dorm, then never played it again, I kind of figured game night was canceled. Nah, we just had having some scheduling issues. Every group has them. Only quitters does something small like having to cancel the game 4 times in a row to reel a good campaign. There's determination, and there's whatever Blue's got. Denial. If you two are done yapping, I'd like to get started. Today's session's gonna be pretty different since everyone's talking about contests and junk. I figured I should put a contest in the campaign. For historical accuracy, of course. Apparently the ancient Honians have been doing it for centuries. Guess that's why their best battler is some male model who wiped out like 2 weeks. It was 80 days. Sorry, you said you're going to DM a contest? Yeah, what about it? You've been going on and on and on about them, so I thought, I don't know, I'd put one in the campaign. I'm trying to pretend to be interested in whatever stuff you're interested in. Thank you, Blue. He's trying, though. I could give him that. Whatever. Sai, are you going to join us again? I mean, I might as well. I mean, what else am I doing, guys? So, yeah, see, they appreciate that. All right, let's sit around the table here. So, you probably want some kind of narrative justification for this, or something. How about our spaceship crash land on a planet where they only communicate through their medium of contests? This is fantasy, not sci-fi. It can be both. No, it can't. Did you just agree with me? I'm not gonna disagree with you if you were objectively right. Bizarro World's Ethan, beaming in for pickup. You've gone off the path. Alright, I've got a story for this now. Basically after making it out of the basement with giant monstrous beasts, the townspeople think that you're the one who unleashed the wild monsters in the town. In order to prove your innocence, you need to, show off your Pokemon skills in a contest or something. I mean, that's pretty straightforward. Honestly, Blue, I'm not even mad about that. That's basically just my spaceship crash landed idea, but with peasants instead of aliens. Whatever, princess. This is weird enough for me. Stop getting on my ass about this. The peasants are pretty much only familiar with normal grass and bug types. Ew, bug types again? They're Cantonian peasants, so they'll want to see more Pokemon from Kanto. Like Pikachu? Nah, you're Rat's Unovian. No one at Pallet would have had any idea what it even is. Pallet Town is sheltered, not brain dead. Pikachu is clearly still a Pikachu. Finally, the peasants will be impressed by Pokemon that are clever, or looking, or tough. Brains and brawn is the only way to get through to them. You're basing this off of Kobukon contest rules. So what? They're the only ones I know. Is he looking out for us? Because you got that whole like Millennium Water Drop Festival. He's trying to like get us prepped up. I see, Blue. You didn't know any contest rules a couple weeks ago. Let's just get started. I'm not giving you a big tutorial this time. Just figure it out as you go. Okay, well, can I like switch? Because I don't know. You just said bugs and shit. Hold on. There's something everyone else should know before we begin. Yeah. At the end of the round 5, however many points you've earned will be doubled. At the end of round 10, the points you earn in the round will be tripled. That's the best time to try and go for a big combo. There's something about stab moves here as well, isn't there? Oh, yes, there is. If you use a stab move, you get energy, which we can figure it out as we do. Go. Do we want to sit around here tutorializing forever, or do we want to get into it? Jeez, he's pushy. Look, if you need a refresher on how contests work, just click the contest help button at the bottom of the screen. This dude is breaking the fourth wall again. What? There's nothing like that here. Well, not yet. Whatever, let's just get this over with. Oh, okay. This is new, guys. There's 3 of the same motherfucker, except he's got like a hat in one of them. What, he afforded it and the other 2 didn't afford it? I mean, that shit looks nice. One of those damn feather hats. Hey, bro, they're coming back in style.
The peasants are revolting and they're not happy either. Words and poems won't work here. Only a stylish and cool contest performance can possibly soothe their aggravated hearts.
I thought he said cool and tough. Oh, tough and shits. Blue lied to me.
Let's see. What will the judges want to be seeing today?
Okay. Oh, well, there they go right there. Cool, clever, and cute.
Great. The judges are ready and the crowd's raring to go. Let's see the performers.
Oh. Deano is in my first slot.
In the first seed, it's Sai performing with Deano. We all have high expectations for this run. In the second seed, it's Yellow performing with Rattata. Can the first seed be taken down? In the third seed...
Really? Beware the quiet ones. What trick is he hiding? Did he have to use a Deanno? I guess the only Pokemon he wouldn't have been able to clone was Pikachu. In the 4th seed, it's Leaf, performing with Ivysaur. Quite a ways to climb. Quite a bit to gain, not Kane. In the final seed is Blue, performing with Pidgeotto. There's no doubt that this performer has something to prove. Let's give him a chance. The performers are all ready. The lights are cued. The audience is on the edge of their seats. So, without further ado, let's dive in. No? I mean, that was a perfect opportunity, bitch. What will you do in the following round? I mean, I don't freaking know. You could switch without penalty. Okay, well, we got cute, clever, and shits. Can I see everybody else's stuff? No? I mean, I don't think I have any. I'll perform. These are cool moves. Clever. Okay, I do got some cool moves. No, we're good. Hold on. Does it matter which direction we go in? Cool beats clever. If this is the shit I'm supposed to be looking at. Okay, you know what? Oh my God, look at that shit. 2 heads, bitch. Zwellius. Oh my God. The performers are ready to rock. Let's see the performances begin. So Deanno has more cool-based moves. With an effortless and stylish flair, Sai performs as Deanno uses Dragon Rage, dominating the stage with a fiery draconic display. Hell yeah. Sai's energy increased. Oh, cool. With an effortless and stylish flair, Yellow performs as Rattata uses Quick Attack, executing a confident and stylish flourish. Okay, was that still cool? Because she got +3. With quick-witted embellishment, Ethan performs as Deanno uses Enshroud, crafting an illusion to dazzle and confuse. Oh, that was clever, because it's got green. Masterfully executing practice performance, Leaf performs as Ivysaur uses Leech Seed, coiling vines in an intricate pattern. Okay, that was a clever move. What's Leaf hiding up their sleeve? If they're trying to grab the 5th seed of the next round, they've just done it. With an effortless and stylish flair, Blue performs as Pidgeotto uses Wing Attack, gliding effortlessly with a confident look. So, okay. Oh, seems the crowd isn't too enthused at seeing Sai's Deanno. Why is that? They just don't got no freaking taste. Is that what that is? Deanno is cool as shit. The rankings are in for the first round, folks. Let's see what the placings are then. I mean, we're all the same. Marvelous. Round 2 awaits. Let's the excitement continue.
2 hours later.
I'm already going to accept that I'm not doing too well. My energy has changed a lot while starting this and realize, look, this bitch keeps stealing them all. Whatever. Just end. I want it to be over. Here it comes. I can tell that silhouette. Wait, I won? Come the fuck on. Were you even trying? Do you know what I set my coordinating knowledge to? 0. I was picking choices at random, just to fill the empty spot. How the hell did you guys screw this up? Relax, no one's actually seeing this dialogue. They're just reading it from the script. Well, keep in mind that actual contests involve a lot more actual moving and performing. It's good to get the theory down in something like this, but only actual practice can make you better. Thank you, Yellow, for making me feel even worse. Still, this was really fun. Thank you, Blue. Your coordinating knowledge, but by 10, that's great. Good for us, right? Yeah, well, I'm glad you had fun. I didn't like it. Next Monday, we're going back to battling. But you should probably listen to Leaf, Yellow. She doesn't say much smart stuff, so it's a waste to ignore what she does. Next time we battle, Fancy Rock or not, I'm turning him into a pancake. Mark my words. Great. I should text someone before I head to bed. What a fucking day. Senpai, I've made a massive breakthrough. Whoa, I can tell you seem in high spirits. I am. I think I know what's on top of Sky Pillar. The draconian writings I've been using for reference were frustratingly vague, but I think I just realized why. Shoot. They're consistently referred to as DE. Third-party accounts of the Draconians refer to their worship of the Dragon Lord, though. They rarely speak of their worship to outsiders. Now, here's what I'm thinking. DE feels like a term used to refer to a divine figure without saying their name explicitly, right? Sure. Yeah, it does. A bunch of old religions used to avoid saying their gods. Ooh, this music! Their god names out of respect, like Arceus used to be called Sinnoh before Hisui was named Sinnoh. Groudon and Kyogre used to be referred to as the Ors ruler and the Aqueous Sultan, but in the writings of the early Stone and Water clans, they would always refer to these gods as OR or AS. Ooh, do, 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 do. I got this music. Get it? DE is written the same way as that OR and AHS. I don't know what DE means, but I'm pretty sure I know exactly who it refers to. The third super ancient Pokemon, the Dragon of the Sky, Rayquaza. What? It makes perfect sense. Rayquaza isn't just some ordinary flying type. It's been worshipped for centuries. It's said to be able to control the very air itself in all forms. Clear skies, gale winds, even just air at rest. Doesn't that sound exactly like the kind of thing that could suck the very air from your lungs while climbing the tower? Holy shit, it does. It's probably a defense mechanism, a way to make sure it's bothered when it's sleeping. Legends say Rayquaza lives in the ozone layer, and though Sky Pillar isn't quite that tall, it's as tall as a man-made structure it can get. Oh my god. Wait, there's one more thing, and it's the biggest thing. When the super ancient Pokemon were fighting Sootopolis 4 years ago, reports said Rayquaza flew from the southwest. Oh wait, you're not good with geography, are you?
Admittedly.
Crap. Senpai, Sky Pillar is the southwest Sootopolis. It's directly, immediately southwest. If Rayquaza was flying from anywhere else, then it would have been seen by people in Passive Log, but it didn't make an appearance anywhere but Sootopolis. Now I guess if Rayquaza can teleport, then this part doesn't matter much, and I might be wrong. But the scientists who analyzed this footage, was a 2000 disaster, are pretty sure it's a dragon/flying type. They usually can't teleport. Senpai, this is huge. You get it, right? I know where a legendary Pokemon is. I could even catch it. All I need to do is climb a tower that people have barely been able to enter for thousands of years. Okay, that sounds bad, but I think that is still a tremendous step. At least I know what's causing their airlock now. Maybe that'll help me figure out a way to get through it.
I'm proud of you, man. How did you even learn this stuff, though?
I read a lot of history books, and I take notes and everything, of course. The biggest thing, though, was when I managed to talk to Draconian Lorekeeper. Most of the information I have about the inside of the tower comes from her, and an interview Champion Wallace gave. Anyway, I think our next step is... Wait, Wally? Wally? Shit, what happened? It sounded like something broke a window. Thing dropped his phone, and is he alright? Maybe a Pokemon flew through the window? I might get in trouble for this, but damn it, I need to make sure he's okay. I mean, it might be a frenzied Pokemon. Ooh. You throw on some pants and your hat quickly and run outside, but immediately run into...
Oh! Shit, sorry. Are you alright?
Yeah, sorry, I was in a rush, How disappointing it is to find you in a flagrant violation of the rules. You're normally more subtle. Can it, Sharon? I think Wally's in trouble. I was talking with him on the phone, and something just smashed through his window. He's not answering his phone. Sharon, standing over Chad, immediately shifts and he nods curtly, but understandingly. I understand. Disciplinary committee, come with me. Sai, you may want to go back to your room. We will. Did you think even for a second I would do that? I entertain the thought. Fine. Come with us. To avoid breaking the rules, I'll call you a temporary disciplinary committee member. Call me whatever you like. I'm doing this because Wally's my friend. You and the disciplinary committee hurry to Wally's dorm, dorm 151, the one you previously occupied. There's a door. No sign of forced entry or recent exit from this side. Whatever's going on is still going on inside. Come on, let's bust it open.
Look, he might have just fallen through the window and dropped his phone there. There aren't any sounds coming from inside right now, so whatever happened, it's over. We should come back in the morning. Sharon gives you an uninterruptible look. Oh, you want me to do it? We will knock. This is the disciplinary committee. We heard there was some sort of disturbance. From inside, you hear the sound of whispered, muffled noises and furniture being shoved, and then a sob. Oh. Hey, man, it's nothing. Crap, there's glass everywhere. We need some space, okay? There, like I said, May and Brendan probably just, broke something. Not the first time this year. I know your duty in this job is not particularly interest of yours, but ignoring the obvious signs of something happening here makes me rather suspicious. We apologize. We need to come in and see for ourselves. Is everyone decent? We would like to unlock the door.
Oh, no, I'm afraid. I am terribly indecent. Yes, not a scrap of thread on me isn't the right scale.
I am not looking at Serena, so I could not say for certain.
I am, and the girl's not wearing anything that Mother Nature didn't give her.
Wait, really? Oh, right, this part of it. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, naked.
All right, I'm a girl, so I'll go in to confirm.
Your sacrifice is as noble as it is unnecessary. I understand. Would you be able to find some clothes, perhaps, if I told you that Sai is with us? Whisper discussion is heard from behind the door.
Why did he just use my name? I can't stand this bitch.
Yeah, we can do that.
I detest how effective that is. Nevertheless, we can go in now. Perhaps, Sai, you should lead the vanguard.
Okay. I'm coming in. Everyone be decent, or be okay with being indecent around me.
That music, bitch. You walk into a sorry scene. The small dorm has clearly been ransacked. The window is shattered and notebooks and backpacks are tossed around. And on the floor, knees up to his chin, a blank expression on his face.
Wally?
Someone just came through the window and snatched Wally's bag. Grabbed a couple of random books off the bookshelf too, then left the way they came. It was like some sort of wild beast. It behaved like an aggressive primate.
Or Passimian, perhaps. Whatever the case, it was very truculent monkey. Wally? Buddy, you with us?
Wally's chest is rising and falling rhythmically, but you can't see any life behind his eyes. They took it. Your notes, everything. Every notebook, everything. 6 years. 6 years. Come on, buddy, get up. You should probably go to the infirmary. Wally numbly stands up, taking your proffered hand. He wobbles slightly. He seems perfectly fine physically, but you and everyone else in the dorm can feel his heartbreak. What took his shit? You make your way to the infirmary in silence. The residents of Dorm 151 awkwardly look at each other, unsure how to console Wally, unsure what was ever stolen. The disciplinary committee, for its part, does its job dispassionately and ensures that no one is breaking curfew by escorting the 6 people breaking curfew. Wait. Yeah, bud? They took 6 years of my notes, of my research, of my preparations.
Yeah, they did.
They just snatched it from the floor before I could even think to throw a Pokeball out. And I probably wouldn't have been strong enough to stop them anyway.
I'm sorry.
No, that's not what I meant. What I mean is, why did they steal it?
I guess they wanted your notes?
That makes sense, but if they were just trying to get my school notes, then they didn't have to break into my dorm. They wanted to steal my notes in the Dragon Ascent.
Wait, Wally, you are planning to make one, are you?
Yes, I have been for 6 years. But Wally, that's like the most dangerous thing you can do, right? Well, no one's died.
Yeah, but dude, that's because no one's done it.
Look, it's not the point. Think about it. They wanted to steal my notes. You see what this means, right?
Holy shit.
You did it. And if I didn't, the thief at least thinks I did. Why are we happy now?
Think about it. Why do people steal?
Because they're evildoers who want to cause pain.
No, airhead. Sometimes it is to survive. Sometimes they're forced into it, but they only steal things that they think are worth stealing, right?
Oh, whoever stole my notes thought they were worth stealing. That means I must have been onto something. That means maybe they took me seriously. Maybe now I can too.
Seems like the thief might have just done you a favor then.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. After all, I do still need those books. I've been thinking about this for 6 years, so I've got a lot of it memorized, but I definitely can't try to scale the tower without them. We still need to find the thief, but we've got a lead.
We do?
You're the first person I ever told about my plan to make the Dragon Ascent, Senpai. Immediately after I told you, my notebooks were stolen. There's a connection there. The thief has to be a Kobukan student. They're the only person who could have been listening in on our conversation in the cafeteria. It wasn't even that busy if I think really hard. I'm sure I can remember who was around us then.
Oh, thank God. I thought it was one of my guys. I must step in and say the disciplinary committee cannot approve of any sort of vigilante justice.
Unless you've got a really good reason.
We will report this incident to the student council, who will elevate it to Dean Drayden. If you happen to find the thief, do not attempt to confront them, nor to apprehend them. Just let us know. You know that's not going to work. Realistically, Sharon, do you think there's any chance of that? Hope springs eternal. Now, I believe that the mood has been somewhat restored, so there's a little reason to continue bringing this entire menagerie to the infirmary. The disciplinary committee can bring Wally to Nurse Miriam. Everyone else, please return to your dorms.
I'm not really sure I need to go to anymore, but I probably should. Darn it, I want to write about this. But I probably should check in with Nurse Miriam, just in case.
Alright, talk to you later, buddy.
Yeah, talk to you later. This thief might have been trying to stop me from climbing the tower, or maybe they want to climb it first themselves, but whatever they had planned, they messed with the wrong wimp. Of course, I got a negative with Sharon. Why am I not surprised? Wimp is right. That little kid thinks he can make the dragon ascent? Oh. Wait a minute. Phew, that was close too. His entire dorm showing up. The district committee and Sai Senpai. Who the fuck is this? Didn't expect that. Now it's almost getting a bit exciting. Who is this? Wimser? Wimser. Mum. Oh, don't cry, little Aster. You're too cute for that. It's fine, it's fine. We couldn't let that kid respect our heritage, could we? Besides, with his noodly arms, he probably just hurt himself. Think about it like that. We're heroes. Mum. Did you see his expression? He was so sad and heartbroken, and it was all, oh no, please don't steal my stupid little notebooks that I write my stupid little notes in. It serves him right. Only a Draconid deserves to climb the tower. Only a Draconid Lorekeeper. I'm doing this for Aster, and he's just doing it because he's a kid who doesn't get it. Whiz bum. No, not you, sweetheart. I'm doing it for the big Aster. But also you, and every Lorekeeper who existed before me. Some green-haired wimp doesn't get to stand in the way of that. Damn. His notes are probably just all wrong anyway. He has no idea what he's talking about, and Aster wouldn't have really told him anything important. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He's not a Draconid. He doesn't get to climb the tower. He doesn't get anything. That's my job. Jesus Christ. Lord Dragon hasn't been seen in 4 years, and Aster, when the super ancient Pokemon attacked. If Aster couldn't make the climb, there's no way this stupid little green-haired kid could make it. No way. Whisper. Oh, of course. What am I thinking? It's time for your dessert. Such a spoiled girl you are, Aster. So what would you like, sweetie? That stupid little kid. He's not a Draconid. I'm saving him, really, after all. He couldn't make his way to the top of the tower even if he did everything right. So I'm saving him just like I'll save everyone else. Yeah, I'm the hero. I am the hero, not him, not anyone else. Me. Me, Zinnia. Zinnia? Me, Zinnia, Lorekeeper of the Draconids? She's a Lorekeeper? Me, Zinnia, Lorekeepers of the Draconids. Me! Okay, she's getting a little bit crazy. Did you have to step forward again after I said you were crazy? All right, guys, we're going to end it there. That was some more Pokemon Academy Life. We met Zinnia, the Lorekeeper. I'm not sure the lore there. I don't know who the Lorekeeper is. My knowledge of that is kind of limited. I didn't even know about Lorekeepers until this game, so I've kind of fallen out of the Pokemon lore for a long time. So if she popped up in a remake or Emerald, some remake of Hoenn, I wouldn't know. But leave me comments. If you guys know who Zinnia the Lorekeeper is, please leave me comments. She's a Draconid, apparently. I don't know. She's kind of cute. I mean, honestly, she's a little rough around the edges, but I mean, I guess she has her reason. She's a Draconid, and she probably doesn't want people climbing up her freaking tower, or the tower that her people probably, you know. So thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the content display today. Check my channel for more videos that I've done like this one, and I will see all of you guys in the next video. Take care, lovelies, and as usual, have yourselves a damn good one.